Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So, alright, it's the month of October. Obviously, I have quite a bit of spooky stuff to talk about. Oh, definitely. Anyway, so for this video, I'll be reviewing a film titled The Legend of the Wolf Woman. So, why not? Let's just talk about more werewolf movies, of course. Yes, of course, it's going to be pretty obscure. There's low budget and all that jazz. A blast from the past. Of course. Why not? That's what we're talking about here, folks. Anyway, as always, let's just talk about the plot, shall we? Oh, yeah. Yes, of course, that's the title of the film would suggest. Yes, there's this woman, and she dreams that she is a werewolf. So she goes out and finds men. She proceeds to have, let's just say, intimacy with them, of course, and then just rips their throats off with her teeth. So yeah, things get pretty damn crazy when it comes to these types of movies. I just showed him, but okay. So the thing is that she eventually falls in love with a certain somebody, and let's just say the film just progresses to get more strange, more bizarre, of course. I mean, yes, there's a bit more to it than just that, of course. But that seems to be the gist of it, of course, when it comes to these kinds of crazy movies. Obviously, because let's just say that it gets pretty insane as it should be. Like, okay, this is definitely something that I just thought I wanted to talk about. Obviously, because that's the thing, though. I just wanted to review more of these movies. A good chunk of this is supposed to be wise because it's low budget, and that's the thing, though. I tend to watch movies that are pretty obscure that hardly anyone would talk about, really. So, anyway, I just thought I might as well just go for it and just do it. It's something I've seen a while ago, and I just thought might as well just get to it by now. Yeah, but I've been meaning to review this anyway, so here we are. Of course, I reckon. But yeah, I'm not really a fan of the werewolf type stuff, really. But I review quite a few werewolf stuff anyway. So I just thought, hey, what the hell? It's not going to hurt anyone to review another one of these types of movies. Of course, folks. I thought it would be totally fine to do this kind of a thing because why not? Oh yeah, why not? Because it's like it has something to do with horror and whatnot. It just has something to do with how a lot of these older movies. Of course, the older werewolf movies they come off far drastically different compared to the more modern day mainstream horror movies, really. And that's a bit of a damn shame when you think about it because I feel like a lot of the older horror films tend to be more enjoyable, at least as far as I'm concerned, anyway. They tend to be more creative. I think so, anyway. I mean, yes, some of the more modern stuff could be good. There are some exceptions to the rule, obviously. But anyway, as it stands, I still prefer a lot of the older stuff because I tend to enjoy these a bit more since I like the stories that they try and tell. I like the concept, and they tend to be enjoyable for what's worth. And it's just like the more newer stuff, it tends to be more stale, really. Unfortunately, they tend to be more boring and dull. And that's unfortunately the case for a lot of the more modern day horror films, really. Anyway, I'm just ranting as usual. Anyway, as for this one, however, I did like how they try to have a solid story where, yes, of course, you have this woman. She's doing these like violent acts and whatnot, this violent stuff, of course. I mean, I know when it comes to horror movies, a lot of people don't really expect a woman to be the main character, which is idiotic because it shouldn't really matter what the gender is of the main character. It shouldn't matter, at least as far as I'm concerned, because I just want a good story. Okay, I want a decent enough story to be shown here. That's what I really care about. What do you think? That's the only thing I really care about this kind of a thing. Really, when it comes to the horror genre, it doesn't bother me really. Like some people might think, oh no, there's a woman, there's a female lady, you stay in the kitchen. No, For me personally, I just want to see a good story, right? I just want to see a good enough story when it comes to horror. I want it to be entertaining in its own little way. I want it to be enjoyable in a way. Well, I guess I could recommend it, and this one definitely I could recommend for anyone that wants to watch some werewolf stuff. I mean, if that's something you want to care enough to look. Again, I'm not really a fan of werewolves, but I just want to give it a shot anyway. I want to give it a chance to begin with, of course. Like I said, I've reviewed wild, crazy werewolf films before, so why would it be any different now? I guess why would it be any different now? And I'm more of a vampire type of a person, really, but that's just me though. That's just me. Oh, definitely. But not nevertheless, I'll just recommend this anyway because I thought it was enjoyable for this, all things considered. Quite of course, all things considered, I thought this was enjoyable in the way they were trying to portray the characters and whatnot. So there you go, I suppose. It's definitely something I thought I'd talk about because for one, it's October, and of course, I just thought I'd just talk about some horror films. I tend to want to watch something from way back when, something from way long ago, something that was from my distant past, I suppose. But I tend to do that. I tend to do that anyway because I enjoy these types of movies a bit more, honestly. I don't know, maybe just me, I guess. Maybe just me, I suppose. But my pet peeve when it comes to modern day horror films, it's just no, it just seems like way too much noise, really. But like I said, this is something that I've been meaning to review anyway because that's on my to do list. But yeah. Just throwing this out there for a moment here, folks. This film also went under the title of Wolf Woman, but sure, okay. Instead of just the legend of Wolf Woman, but there you go, I reckon. I just thought I'd let you know for real quick, folks. So, okay. They make it confusing for those who want to see a version of this film, but whatever, I reckon. I just thought I'd throw that out there for a quick moment here. Anyway, yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, here we go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. But anyway, it's it's wild. It's really out there, really, at the end of the day. But I did like what they were trying to aim for, and it's no in the storytelling. You do have to talk about the characters. You have to display the characters in a way where it can be seem convincing that they live in their own world. And of course, things get really crazy. I just should. All right, that's it. It should be. But I didn't mind it really. And that's the thing, though. I mean, yes, there's more than one version that came out. Just so you know, certain version of this film might be edited for whatever reason. But I always thought that was kind of weird. They always seem to do that when it comes to these horror films because it might be too violent, or maybe too sexy and whatnot. And then that tends to happen with these kinds of with the horror films, low budget stuff. Yes, there's more than one version. Is what I'm getting at. There's more than one version of this film that was released over the years, of course. But yeah, this is definitely a type of movie. I mean, it's pretty violent in its own way. This movie is definitely pretty violent. It's a pretty explicit movie in a lot of ways. So, so this film might be more explicit than some people might expect, really. So I'm just giving you a bit of a warning there. There's a bit of nudity in here. So again, that might be more expected. That might seem like more than what people expect it to be, of course. And yeah, that's the thing. That's definitely was the thing, folks. Of course. I mean, I guess since this has something to do with werewolves, there's a bit of supernatural element to this, of course. And I mean, I guess some people could take this movie that this could be a case study of a woman who had been so badly abused that she loses her senses of self and strikes certain type of individuals who she believed had done her wrong, I guess. So when things begin to go well, it's as if she has been, I guess, in some kind of demonic punishment or something. I guess that's what the movie is trying to offer. I guess I suppose. At least that's what I got from it anyway. At least that's what I got from this type of movie, really. And okay, so that's something to think about. Obviously, there was that kind of a thing. So anyway, this was originally an Italian horror movie, folks. By the way, this was originally an Italian horror film. So the version I watched was dubbed in English, by the way. So the dubbing is it's kind of whatever. I'm just letting you know. The dubbing is kind of like whatever. Needs some work, but it's not the worst dubbing I've seen. When it comes to foreign or just any horror film or any movie that's been dubbed into English, I've seen foreign movies from different places that were dubbed in English that were done worse. But this one's not too much, I suppose. I guess. Anyway, I'll give this film, at least this version, an overall rating of a 7.0 It gets a 7.0 for me. So, of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh, yeah, later.